it's Nancy here and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking to you about how Instacart is taking a ton of people off the wait list right now. All right, if you're interested in that, then just keep watching this video. Please take a second to just go ahead and subscribe. Just click that subscribe button below this video. Also, at the end of this video, I encourage you to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Get comfortable. Don't be shy. If you are somebody who is a current or former Instacart shopper or you're on the wait list, I want you guys to just introduce yourself by answering 3 questions, all right? First question is, what is your name? Second question is, where are you located? And the third question is, how long have you been doing Instacart? And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So I just wanted to make this video as an informative video because I really feel like a lot of people don't know that Instacart is taking a lot of people off of the wait list this very moment. So if you're somebody who signed up for Instacart months ago, you might have received an email saying that you are off the wait list. So I would encourage you to check your email just to see if you received an email from Instacart. I know that when I initially signed up for Instacart, I was on the wait list for about 7 or 8 months. Something like that. So I'm noticing a lot of people are now getting off of the wait list because I see a lot of new shoppers now on YouTube and in real life talking about how they just got off the wait list and how they are excited to be shopping in the area. So I believe this is happening because a lot of shoppers who were on Instacart and doing it for years have decided to pursue other things and do other things. And so now you have this huge influx of new shoppers coming in and taking over those spots. Also, a lot of new customers are now using the app. So we're getting a lot of new orders and things of that nature. But if you're somebody who's on the wait list and you've been on the wait list, because I've spoken to some of you guys who say, y'all, I'm still on the wait list. I called and changed my zip code, Nancy. I'm still on the wait list. And so I would just encourage you today to check your email to see if you got an email from Instacart. And mind you, it does depend on your area, but I'm noticing a trend overall, like depending on no matter what market you're in, that a lot of people are now getting off of the wait list, which is great news. If you're somebody who's like, you know, still anticipating doing Instacart, even if you have been waiting for like what seems like forever, like that email will come and you will get off the wait list and you will be able to shop. And it's just really like important that you just check, you keep your email up to date because they're going to email you the email that you use to sign up. Okay. And I think when people get off the wait list and they actually do Instacart, like, I think it sinks in. They're like, oh, this is what she was talking about. You don't really get to see it in actuality until you get off the wait list and you start shopping yourself. And I would say while you're still on the wait list, if you're still on the wait list, to multi-app and do other apps so that when you get to Instacart, you can compare them and you can see how they differ in a lot of ways. But I wanted people who are still on the wait list. I was talking to a lady the other day and she was telling me how she does DoorDash because she's still waiting to get off of the Instacart list. And she told me that she'd been waiting for, I think, 7 or 8 months or something like that, or like 9 months, something like that. And I was like, girl, you know, just keep on hustling, doing what you gotta do, and Instacart will reach out to you. And mind you, she's in my market as well. I definitely meet people who are multi-apping and doing other apps until they get the email from Instacart. But I want you guys to know that list is not just sitting there and like it's actually moving. They are getting people off that list. Now, if you took my piece of advice in my other video that I talked about when I told you how to get off the wait list, I talked about how to call Instacart support and change your zip code. You want to use a zip code where you live that is not as popular or is not as busy or, you know, populated. You want to use more of an area that's a quieter part of where you live in. Every area has that, right? So you have to do research and you have to know, you know, what zip code you can use that you're willing to commute to, if, you know, they use that zip code and it gets you off the wait list. But just make sure you use a zip code that has like a quiet area, not too many people, more on the rural side. If you're somebody who recently got off the wait list, please just comment below and just let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know how you did your first day, because I see people sometimes they get off the wait list and they are intimidated. Like they'll get off the wait list and they won't even do Instacart till about like a month later. Or like I've met people like that. They'll be like, oh yeah, I was on the wait list for like 6 months or 7 months and I haven't even done my first batch yet. And I'm like, it's people that's waiting to do their first batch and you off the wait list, you haven't done your first batch. But I understand this life and things come up and stuff like that. But if you are somebody who's recently off the wait list and you've done your first batch, comment below and let me know how that experience went for you. Tell me everything that you experienced, stuff like that. But the main purpose of this video is to encourage those who are still on the wait list, who feel like they're never going to get off. I promise you, you're gonna get off the wait list. You're not gonna be on the wait list forever. And it might seem like you've been on the wait list forever. Trust me, I've been there and I know what it feels like. But just make sure that you're checking your email frequently, because Instacart support will email you and let you know that you're off the wait list. And once you get that email, you need to act fast. All right, you need to act fast and you need to follow those steps as soon as you get that email, because sometimes if you don't respond within like 48 hours, I think it like makes your slot void or something like that. So you want to make sure that when you get the email from Instacart that you actually go into the app and do the next steps to, you know, to really secure your spot as a shopper. And they are really taking a lot of people off. And I'm not sure if it's because, maybe it's because summertime now, because a lot of people are going to be at home, so they're going to be ordering things, you know. That's probably another thing too, as well as summertime, so they need people. And that's another thing. But I'm noticing a lot of people have gotten off the wait list and they're really excited and pumped up to do Instacart. And I think that's pretty cool. If you're somebody who's still on the wait list, or you're just somebody who has questions, or if you just have any piece of advice you want to share to anybody, go ahead and do so in the comment section and I'll respond. Or if someone else sees it, they can respond and we'll just kind of create a little dialogue from there. But I do believe that Instacart is actually not that bad, y'all. In 2024, there's still ways to make some really, really good money on Instacart. And I probably sound like a broken record when I say that, but I want you guys to really harp on that. Like, Instacart is not dead, y'all. Instacart is not dead. And this app, there's still some batches on there that you will see, like 5 items for 20 bucks. Yes, literally. You know, 10 items for 30 bucks. You'll see those batches on there. So Instacart is not dead. And for those of you who are on the wait list and you're not sure if you just want to, like, you know what, cancel your spot in the wait list, or you want to keep waiting, I encourage you to actually keep waiting, because there is some money on Instacart that you can tap into if you are strategic. So if you're currently, like I said, a new Instacart shopper, comment below your experience so far. I honestly wish you guys all of success on Instacart, but I want you guys to know that they are really speeding up this wait list and they're taking a lot of people off pretty quickly. So you might be one of them. Just check your email, comment below if you have any other questions. And I thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.